guys, welcome back to another episode of 12-inch Figure Fanatic. It's been a while. I've got some catching up to do. Mother-in-law's been staying with us and I haven't had the opportunity to do this. But today we're going to take a look at The Walking Dead Maggie by 3-0. Now, they have a few figures out already. They went through, it seems like the main characters, and they're working their way down to lesser important roles, arguably less important roles. But let's take a look at this figure and see what we got. All right. I was thinking, one thing that 3-0 has excelled at with all the figures that I've seen pretty much that they've made is with the accessories. They seem to make sure that their accessories are just as much a focal point of the figure as the figure itself. Oh, I didn't even notice. So the box has an observation window here with a picture of Maggie, and she looks like she's looking out the doorway. I forgot the name of the town where they lived in. Other than that, pretty standard box. Victoria, I think, was the town. I don't know. All right, let's take this piece off. There we go. All right, so, man, I am impressed by this figure. If you just look at the body sculpt itself, it's very, very accurate. Not too thick in the thigh. The fit of the jeans really emphasizes the shape of the figure underneath. Yeah, wow. Let's start with the head sculpt here. So the face looks a little flat. Even more so than the photos. There's a little bit more depth in the photos, almost like maybe she needs some eyeliner, something to emphasize the eyes or separate it from the face a little bit more. There's something missing there. The sculpt itself is pretty decent. The hair is also a little flat as far as color goes. The sculpt itself is good enough. She's wearing this blue rolled up sleeve shirt, button up shirt. Underneath, she's got this tank top. And I don't know, I'm thinking more that I would have preferred that her hair have been stitched rather than sculpted, but it looks decent enough. And then we've got the belt underneath, very good stitching on it. Got the ammo already in there, weathering on the buckle, and then this stitching, and then her holster. And it looks like it doesn't secure at all. There's no Velcro or snap or anything, so it just kind of hangs there. And then she's got this this belt underneath as well. She's got socks over the jeans, like in the show. The entire boot is sculpted, but it's detailed enough, and it's also weathered pretty nicely. You can't tell as well in the video. And of course, their Hallmark logo on the bottom. And the hands have some slight detailing, not too much. She's wearing her ring there, and that is sculpted into the hand. Let's see what else we got. All right, not too many crazy accessories. Looks like a M4 here. Buttstock extends. Magazine removable. Painted ammo underneath. And it's got a sight there. And it looks like, yep, that slides up as well. So the manual sights also slide. So good detailing there. Yep, that one goes up as well. And does this go back? I'll be impressed if this goes back. No. And the port, no, doesn't open. Ejection port is just sculpted, but it looks pretty nice. Slightly weathered throughout. We have the handgun, revolver, and let's see. It rotates, and that's about it. They detailed the end there as well. And then we have a knife. Plastic, nicely detailed and weathered though. Looks very wood-like on the handle. And then some alternate hands and some hand pegs. That's not too common that they include that. All right, so let me put this together and give you my final thoughts. All right, so overall, I'm very impressed by this figure. One thing I did notice putting things together here is the strap that holds the knife in the sheath. It is glued closed. So technically, the strap should be above in the handle area to secure it down all the way into the sheath. But there's really no way to put it all the way in. Either you have the strap behind the knife or you just have it sitting like so. So that's kind of an error in them putting the figure together. Other than that, I mean, in a perfect world, the hand sculpt would have been maybe at least seamless at the joint on the wrist and then gone up to here maybe and pegged in because the exposure of this, the separation here is just not really ideal. But then again, you'd have to figure out a way to switch out the hands. You'd have to have several arms, so obviously more expensive. But the biggest issue with this figure is kind of the flatness of the head sculpt, like I said before. I'm probably going to end up detailing it a little bit myself around the eye just to make those eyes pop out a little bit more. Obviously, she wasn't really wearing full makeup in the show, being post-apocalyptic, but it still wasn't this flat looking. Other than that, I love the way that the jeans fit, the shape of the body. That's on point. So despite all the negatives, I'm still going to give this one an 8.9. Just because it has so many other things going for it, despite its shortcomings, which are easily correctable. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys next time.